This is the smaller of the two Black Swallowtail enclosures. So I'm going to remove any branch or stem or leaf that has caterpillars in it. Here I'm just cutting off this little portion and putting it on top where the fresh paper towels are located. Okay, so we've got this one right here. So I'm going to cut just that part off because that's where the caterpillar was located. So on here we have a caterpillar that was there's a caterpillar in there that was holding on to two different stems. This guy chose an interesting place to molt. He has a very tiny face cap stuck on the bottom of its face. Usually they don't choose leafy parts like that to molt on. Alright. Let's try to get this out. We've got a big 5th instar down here. And then we have this guy who was holding on to two different plants at the same time. There are several caterpillars on here. So we have two down here, one up here, and then a small one up here. Nobody on there. I see a freshly molted caterpillar. In a minute I'll show you. This one just has a caterpillar up on the underside of the flower. And the freshly molted caterpillar is right here. See the skin behind it, and you can see how his face is clear. It hasn't, the new face cap hasn't darkened up to be black just yet. So that's how I knew it was freshly molted. Leave that guy up there. There's a caterpillar here preparing to molt. This is how I usually see them preparing to molt, on a stem. So I just cut that part of the stem off so I can put them up on the clean paper towels. Nothing here, nothing here. Some old skin left over here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing. Okay. I'm going to take the paper towels out. That's just a piece of leaf. It's not a caterpillar. Now I'm gonna put hopefully, the caterpillars back in the enclosure. I'm just moving some of them that we're preparing to molt. Okay. I'm going to start giving them some food. And I'm going to start leaning plants up against the top or against the sides of the enclosure so that they can use them if they choose to for pupating, which is becoming a chrysalis. I have some that are on some pretty thick stems, and they do like using stems to pupate. Just have to make sure I don't put it on top of a caterpillar on the bottom. I don't want to anchor it on a caterpillar is what I was meaning to say. Alright, so now I'm going to feed the little guys in here. You can see them all in here. Huh. Well, that is weird. I've seen this one other time before. Let's see if I can show you. A caterpillar has become completely white with mold. It's only the second time I've ever seen that happen. So I think what I'm gonna do is put these little guys in the enclosure now. Now that they're getting bigger, they're easier to see. This guy is on a flower, but the flower has a lot of frass on it. So I'm just gonna take off the little piece, because look at all that frass. So I'm just taking off the little piece that it was on, and unfortunately I do still need to put the cup back in. So I'm gonna do what I did, I think last night or the night before, and that is just use a paper towel to wipe out the cup. Get as much of the frass as I can out. And I have to put the cup in because of this little guy that I'm being careful not to squash. He's there on this side of the cup. So I will put the cup right there. And then I have some smaller plants for the smaller caterpillars that I will put in as well. I don't really like that plant. It's kind of brown in places, so I'm not going to put that plant in. But there are plenty of other plants for it, for the small caterpillars to eat in there. here's a much healthier looking piece of Queen Anne's lace that I can set in near them.